One day when I was about 11 or 12 years old, and that's the best estimate to my age at the time, I was swimming in the pool alone. It was a lovely day, and I loved to swim underwater. I was a good and confident swimmer, and I could hold my breath well over a minute while swimming. I was taking deep breaths, letting out some air, and just floating down to the bottom of the pool, where I would lie in the warmth and silence until a lack of air pushed me up to get a breath. I would take another breath and do the same over and over again. I don't know how long I'd been doing this when suddenly I found myself in a tunnel. This was not a tunnel of concrete or bricks, but one of light and energy. I was surrounded by light, love, and warmth, and it was incredibly bright. So bright that I had to squint, but I didn't have to. And the warm gold and white light surrounded me. The tunnel did have boundaries, similar to being in a loose, wide stocking or like a cocoon. The edges were soft and visible, maybe like a curtain, between me and what was on the other side. Just my mind, spirit, or consciousness was in that tunnel of incredible brightness. I had no form. I was just me. I was also surrounded by sound, the most beautiful sounds and melodies you have ever heard. It's like, how can I describe the sound of a guitar or a piano to someone that's never heard of one? It's impossible. It's impossible to describe the incredible beauty of the music. Much like high-chiming bells and sweet, pure voices, but actually neither of them. There were bright pinpoints of light in that brightness. They were like mini stars floating around, much like the stars you see on the inside of your eyelids when you close your eyes really tight in a dark room. Only I was bathed in a total energetic brilliance, and there were still stars moving and floating. They were both in the tunnel with me, and I was aware of them on the outside of the tunnel. On the other side of the curtain, that is. I could not see them, but I was aware they were there. There was no fear in this experience and being in this place. I was totally wrapped in incredible peace, indescribable love and joy, acceptance and welcoming. It's like they were there waiting for me. I don't know who they are, but I feel they were very related to me. My family or my ancestors, people who were no longer living. It was like bathing in a dry sea of love, happiness, golden light, and incredible music. As I progressed through this tunnel, it was neither up or down nor sideways, it was just simply along. I was greeted by these unseeing beings, the essence of these beings on the other side of this curtain or tunnel, by waves of joy and love. They were welcoming me and flowing through me. I felt completely at peace, like I was coming home. After a while, I heard a voice of my grandmother, and her loving words flowed through my mind, or rather their essence and meaning just appeared inside me. I understood them. The words said, "You can choose to come with me if you wish, but it's not your time yet." In my mind or vision, I remembered my mother and my family. I saw my body lying on the bottom of the pool. This was something I both saw like a vision of looking down on something, much like a photo, and something that I had a thing like a feeling or vision or knowledge within me. I don't remember making a conscious decision to come back, but I remember knowing how upset my mother would be if I left her. Then instantly I was back inside my body, my lungs burning for air, and my body automatically pushing me up out of the water for a breath. It was many years until I told anyone about this event, because I thought my parents would be very upset and I would be banned from swimming. The one thing I was not able to comprehend for many years was the presence of my grandmother's spirit and the experience with me. At that time, she was alive and well, living about 2,000 kilometers away from us. And that was Susan's story. So you're saying that Grandma was not dead, she was actually alive when you had this experience. So it's up to the interpretation of the listener at that point, because there was no clinical death. It seems more like a vision to me, something along those lines. Take it as you will. I hope you live long and live strong.